Greetings to one and all. Myself Kishore, IoT engineer R&D team from Minion Labs. This is seventh episode of our webinar series on energy efficiency, which will happen like every Fridays at the same times that is 4:30 to 5:30, presented by Minion Labs along with its academic partner IIIC of Christ University. Today's webinar will be recorded and made available on YouTube and Minion Labs website in a week. Documented copies are available immediately on your mailbox after today's session. Energy Efficiency Series Episode 7. So now let's take some time and try to recall what are all the topics we have covered in the previous episode. So that is IoT in electric power industry or IoT in energy sector. So we have seen some of the major parameters and major challenges that have enveloped in the industry in the power industry where the IoT is implemented. So the main thing is SCADA, that is supervisory control and data acquisition. The use of SCADA allowed the centralized monitoring and control of far-off generation and transmission system. So next is AMI. AMI is Advanced Metering Infrastructure. AMI is two-way communication system. Sorry. Two-way communication system where the communication between the industry side and the utility side will happen. So harnessing innovation to create and enhance. So how we have made use of technologies to create more and enhance more in productivity, in terms of productivity in the industrial region. So we have seen like a lot of exponential growth of technology in the power systems, like fueling acceleration innovation kind of, or the cost performance curve, the three core digital technology building blocks, that is computing power, data storage, and bandwidth utilization, has been improving very rapidly in terms of industry productivity and ratings. So we have seen one of the important concepts, that is information value loop, where realizing the IoT's full potential motivates a framework that captures the series and sequence of activities through which organizations create values for information. That's called information value loop. So moving forward, that is intelligent grid. So wherein the IoT technologies and business opportunities represented by three phases are addictive and will likely occur at varying phases across the country depending on number of factories, including regulatory and political motivation. So we have seen three major phases of this. One is resilience, enablement, and optimization. What is resilience? It's a basic initial phase in grid modernization, that is about the grid reliability and durability of the grid. So a goal made more difficult of growing trend towards decentralization energy resources. So the second is enablement, wherein it's a second phase in which the aggregation and analysis of the collected data enable augmented intelligence and new insights into grid systems. So here the benefits of IoT is like looking into your home or office, make the things more smarter and smarter. Third is competition or optimization, third phase. So there's the final phase where opens a new method of optimization in which in turn enable the utility to better support and thrive in newly competitive businesses and landscapes. Using these data and insights generated in enablement phase, grid stakeholders are able to make improved in like business decisions and making. So we have seen what the importance of workforce into the utility in coming days. So what are the general challenges that IoT faced when implementing in electric power industry? That's because it does not allows the growth in energy demand, and also face lot of like emission regulatory kind of or growing reliability expectations, aging infrastructure, the spread of distributed energy resources, etc. So IoT can offer what all IoT can offer in energy power industry. That's it's a I though we know that IoT is a key to a problem areas in which in mainly into the industries. It includes three main elements to make this technology so prominent. That is digitizations, asset data collection, and computational algorithms to manage the network created by interconnected assets. So smart grid. A smart grid implementation of digital technologies in electric power networks, primarily digital control appliances and intelligent monitoring systems. So as improved reliability of the power quality and transmission and enhance power distribution and efficiency, reduce cost for electric utilities, as well as lower like lower produce of gas emissions. So these are the major technologies that through the IoT which is implemented in electric power industry. So some of the applications are remote access management, process optimization, and decentralized energy generation. Coming to today's episode, we'll try to understand some of the things about industrial IoT and industrial revolution 4.0. So industry 4.0, the fourth industrial revolution. It's a most known term people are using nowadays in terms of industries and then optimize like industries and the productivity of towards the industry. So Industry 4.0 refers to a new phase in industrial evolution that focuses heavily on interconnectivity, automation, machine learning, and real-time data. Industry 4.0 also sometimes referred to as IIoT or smart manufacturing, varies from physical production and operations, with smart digital technology, machine learning, and big data to create more and better connected ecosystem for companies that focuses on manufacturing and supply chain management. So, which every company and organization operating today is different. They are all face a common challenge, that is the need for connectedness and access the real-time insights across processes, partners, products, and people. So that's where Industry 4.0 comes into play. So, like generally, everyone needs it. So Industry 4.0 isn't just about investing in a new technology and tools to improve manufacturing efficiency. It's about revolutionizing the way the entire business operates and grow. The world of manufacturing is changing. To survive and thrive now, you have to be willing to invest in Industry 4.0. So, some of the basic IIoT concept and glossary of terms. So, there are hundreds of concepts and terms that create it relates to IIoT and Industry 4.0. But here are 12 fundamental words or phrases to know before you decide whether you want to invest in Industry 4.0 solutions or for your businesses. That is first, enterprise resource planning, ERP. Business process management tools that can use to manage information across an organization. IoT. IoT stands for Internet of Things, a concept that refers to connectedness between the physical objects like sensors or machines and the internet. IIoT. IoT stands for the Industrial Internet of Things, a concept that refers to connections between people, data, and machines as they relate to manufacturing. Big data. Big data refers a large sets of structured and unstructured data that can be compiled, stored, organized, and analyzed to reveal patterns, trends, association, and opportunities. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a concept that refers to computers' ability to perform tasks and make decisions that would historically require some level of human intelligence. M2M. M2M stands for machine to machine again. Refers to communication that happens between two separate machines through wireless or wired connection. Digitization. So digitization refers to process of collecting and converting different types of information into a digital format. Smart factory. A smart factory is one that invests in and leverages Industry 4.2 technology solutions and approaches. Machine learning. Machine learning refers to the ability that computers have to learn and improve on their own through artificial intelligence without being explicitly told or programmed to do so. Cloud computing. Cloud computing refers to the practice of using interconnected remote sensors hosted on the internet to store, manage, and process information. Real-time data processing. Real-time data processing refers to the abilities of computer systems and machines to continuously and automatically process the data and provide real-time or near-time outputs and inputs. Ecosystem. An ecosystem in terms of manufacturing refers to potential connectedness of your entire operation, inventory and planning, financials, customer relationships, supply chain management, and manufacturing execution. Cyber physical system, CPS. Cyber physical system, also sometimes known as cyber manufacturer, refers to Industry 4.0 enabled manufacturing in the terms of entertainment. One second, sorry. So now that you have a better understanding of some of the core concepts related to Industry 4.0, you are ready to dig deeper into how smart manufacturing and can revolutionize the way you run and grow your businesses. So smart manufacturing use cases. So one of the best ways to understand the concept of smart manufacturing better is to think about how it could be able to uh, do your businesses or business similar to your business. So here are the three use cases that can help you to understand the value of Industry 4.0 in a manufacturing operation. First, supply chain management and optimization. Industry 4.0 solution gives a businesses greater insights, control, and data visibility across their entire supply chain. By leveraging supply chain management capabilities, companies can deliver products and services to market faster, cheaper, and with better quality gain and advantage over less efficient competitors. So second is predictive maintenance and analytics. Industry 4.0 solution give manufacturers the ability to predict when potential problems are going to arise before the maintenance happens or when before they actually happen. Without IoT systems in place at your factory, preventive maintenance happens based on their own routine and time. In other words, it's a manual task. With IoT system in place, preventive maintenance is much more automated and streamlined. Systems can sense when the problem are arising in a future of machineries need to be fixed and can empower to solve potential issues before they become bigger problems. Predictive analytics allows companies to give just ask reactive questions like what has happened, why did it happen, but also proactive questions like what is going to happen also. So that's quite interesting, right? And what can we do to prevent it from happening? So these types of analytics can enable manufacturing to pivot from preventive maintenance to predictive maintenance. So if you see operational, so the value rises when the predictive analytics value should be the always to the peaker, and also more optimization. Third, asset tracking and optimization. Industry 4.0 solution help manufacturers to become more efficient with assets at each stage of supply chain, allowing them to keep a better pulse on inventory, quality, and optimization opportunities. And relating to logistics, with IoT in place of factory employees can get better visibility into their assets worldwide. So standard asset management tasks such as asset transfer, disposals, reclassifications, and adjustments can be streamlined and managed centrally and in a real time. So how your business helps when you invest in Industry 4.0? If you are able to check off most of the items on the list, it's probably safe to start evaluating Industry 4.0 technology and solution providers and allocating the resources needed for deployment. Like you are in a particular competitive industry with lot of tech savvy players. Second, you are having a hard time recruiting to fill vacant jobs at your organization. You can better visibility. You can have a better visibility across your supply chain. You want to identify and address issues before they become bigger problems. You want to boost efficiency, like profitability across your entire organization. So you want everyone on your team to have informed, up to date, relevant views of production and processes. You want to be richer and more timely analytics. You need help digitizing and making sense of information. You want to improve customer satisfaction and customer experience. You want to improve product quality and or keep product quality intact. And you want to more integrate enterprise resources planning systems that spans not only inventory and planning but also financials, customer relationships, supply chain management, and manufacturing execution. You want a consistent and flexible view of production and business operation tailored to specific areas or users in your organization. So, and last thing, you want real-time insights that help you make better, faster decisions about your businesses each day. So, Industry 4.0 is a digital transformation. It's a digital transformation of manufacturing and production. Industry 4.0 is used interchangeably with fourth industrial revolution and represents a new stage in the organization and control of industrial value chain. So cyber physical systems from the that is CPS from the basic some from the basis industry 4.2, example smart machines. They use modern control systems, have embedded software systems, and dispose of internet address to connect and to be addressed via IoT. So this way, products and means of production get networked and can communicated, enabling new way of production, value creation, and real-time optimization. So cyber physical system creates the capability needed for smart factories. So these are the capabilities we know from IIoT, like remotely monitoring or track and trace. So these are the main things that we gonna know about cyber physical systems. So how, so what is Industry 4.2. So Industry 4.2 has been defined as a name for the current trend of automation and data exchange in manufacturing technologies, including cyber physical systems, the Internet of Things, cloud computing, and cognitive computing, and creating the smart factories. So Industry 4.0 is a vision that evolved from an initiative to make the German manufacturing industry more competitive, that is Industry 4.0, to a global adopter. So Industry 4.0 is often used interchangeability for notion of fourth industrial revolution. So characterized in four different terms. That is even more automation than in the third industrial revolution, the bridging of physical and digital world through cyber physical systems, that is enable industrial IoT, a shift from a central industrial control system to one where smart products define the production steps. Fourth, closed loop data models and control systems and personalization and customization of the products. The goal is to enable autonomous decision making processes, monitor assets and processes in a real time, and enable equally real time connected value creation network through early involvements of stakeholders and vertical and horizontal integrations. So the technology in Industry 4.2. So these are all the so Industry 4.2 is a vision and concept in motion with reference to architectures, standardization, and even more definition in flux. So the digital technologies comes like which includes Internet of Things, smart sensors, advanced robotics, big data analytics, 3D printing operations, augmented reality, cloud computing, and location detection. So most Industry 4.2 initiates are early stage projects with a limited scope. That majority of digitization and digitalization efforts in reality happens in the context of third or even second industrial revolution technologies. In essence, the technology making Industry 4.0 possibly leveraging existing data and ample additional data sources, including data for connected assets to gain more efficiency and in multiple levels. So transforming existing manufacturing processes, create end-to-end information streams across the value chain, and realize new services and business models. So to understand in Industry 4.0, it is essential to see the full value chain, which includes suppliers and the origins of materials and components needed for various forms of smart manufacturing, the end-to-end digital supply chain, and final destination of the manufacturing or production, regardless of number of intermediate steps and players to the end customers. In the end, it remains business again. So with the innovative twist of innovation and transformation of business models and processes, increase profit, decrease cost, enhance customer experience, optimize customer lifetime value, and where possible customer loyalty, sell more and innovate to grow and remain relevant. The essence Industry 4.0, the essence explained in a simple words or in a nutshell and into a deep. So Industry 4.0 is the informative, intensive transformation of manufacturing in a connected environment of big data, people, processes, services, systems, and IoT-enabled industrial assets with the generation, leverage, and utilization of actionable data and information as a way and means to relevant smart industry and ecosystems of industrial innovation and collaboration. So Industry 4.0 is a bold vision with clear frameworks and reference architectures, mainly characterized by bridging of physical industry assets and digital technology, so-called cyber physical system that we already came across. So furthermore, it's not just IoT, of course. Cloud computing, it's one of the major factor again. Big data with related artificial intelligence, data analysis, so storage and compute power at the edge, edge computing, it's edge of the networks itself. Mobile should be mobility, data communication, network technologies, changes on the level of manufacturing execution systems. So additionally, the same technology such as additionally, the same technologies such as robotic process automation, that is RPA, AI engines, that meeting of both, so forth, the pop-up is close to all softwares across such as enterprise information management, business process management, and application in the sourcing market are of course showing IoT enabled industrial application and IoT manufacturing platforms as well. So data and optimization across the value chain. As you will at the very core, industry 4.0 includes partially a transfer of autonomy and autonomous decision to CPS and machines leveraging information systems. So the CPS are the basis and enable new capability in areas such as product design, prototyping and development. Prototyping and development, remote control, service and diagnosis, condition monitoring, proactive and predictive maintenance, track and trace, structural health and system health monitoring. So planning, innovation capability, agility, real-time applications, and much more. So these latter capabilities also lead to types of use cases and deployments as well as benefits of Industry 4.0, which we cover in the coming session, in the later topics, and include personalization capabilities, real-time alerts and interventions, innovative service models, dynamic product improvement, increased productivity, higher uptime, and ultimately new business models. So the new capability of Industry 4.0 lead to smart anything phenomena which often get most attention, from the smart grid, smart energy, and smart logistics to smart facilities, including smart buildings and smart plants and smart services, to mention smart manufacturing, smart factories, and smart cities, and so on. So every sector is automated. The CPS, it's a component or intelligent control system and embedded software systems. So as it's placed in evolution of manufacturing and industry, starting from mechanical systems that's way back, is is including in all these technologies. So integrations in IoT 4.0. What are all the additional features that are integrated in this system? The first is vertical integration, whereby all the systems in the traditional automotive pyramid are affected from field level and control level to production level, operation level, and enterprise planning level. So vertical integration will make the traditional automation pyramid view disappear. So the same goes for several systems and application across various levels. Other systems such as ERP will dramatically change, while still others will replace by rapidly emerging applications in the scope of industrial IoT platforms. So the second is horizontal integration, which is not about the hierarchical view of several systems as in vertical integration, but about the mentioned end-to-end value chain from suppliers to the processors. Information flows and IT systems in the product development and production stage to logistics, distribution, and ultimately to the customers. So this too impacts the various system employed in industrial markets, and in the end is all about data and how, why, and where it is used at the right time and the right place for the right reasons. To paraphrase the good old mantra of information management and business intelligence experts, with on top courses to go to know the model better and to value the information more. So, and the additional element that is key to mention is this quick introductory overview of semi-autonomous and autonomous decision cornerstones in both industrial and logistics 4.0. So, the essence of self-organizing plant and autonomous production vision. Yes. So, Industry 4.0 technologies, security, people or workers, and society. So, how it's related in terms of technology, security, people, and the society. So, before diving into this evolution, so we have already covered about CPS, IoT elements, big data aspects. So, before looking into actual origin of Industry 4.0, we'll see it is important to note that Industry 4.0 is not just about those technologies. It also looks at the impact on and role of society and workers. For example, collaboration between man and machine, as which collaborative robots and cobots. New required skill sets of workers in industries amidst all these changes, and the loss of the jobs due to ongoing automation as mentioned, and how to tackle this major challenge. This is like most a major challenge that's going on. So what if everything goes automated without manual effort? Moreover, Industry 4.0 also has strong focus on security. That does not mean security of data and communication networks, data protections, also cyber security in the broadcast sense, and industrial control system security, that is ICS security, but also the protection and security of the workers, that's job security, everything, industrial assets, critical infrastructure, and physical security. So this overall security challenges and certainly ICS security and end-to-end cyber security challenges ranks high among the Industry 4.2 challenges and risks. So this is more or less summarize the key aspects, elements, and evolution in Industry 4.0 for professionals. So in we'll see we'll see some of the like German high-tech strategy reorientations. So it's here that Industry 4.0 was first mentioned in a clear relationship, the advent of a fourth industrial revolution driven by the internet and Internet of Things. So the document describes the characteristics. So here, these are all the three major characteristics of industrial production for future. So a high degree of individualization, that is personalization of products with a highly flexible production. The the early involvement of customers and businesses partners in design and value creation processes, connecting production and high quality services, which would lead to so-called hybrid products. So to examine the priorities of a high tech strategy and coming up with innovation recommendation, a working advisory group for innovation policy was the, created by Dr. Henning of German National Academy of Science and Engineering. So beginning the journey into a new technologies. So these Industry 4.2 brings a very futuristic technologies. So the future project industry was adopted and revolved around the creation of new business models. So thanks to cyber physical systems, that is CPS. So further developed platform as Industrial Revolution 4.0 was created officially in 2013 by Bitkom, is German's digital association, later joined by others. So along with these other partners, including Akatech, they also from Germany again. They still work on Industry 4.0, among others, on the level of standardization and international collaboration, gauging progress of Industry 4.0, education and R&D. Yet Industry 4.0 is not just an industrial policy issue. It also addresses ecological and social challenges such as resource efficiency, environmental protection, and urbanization. So platform in Industry 4.0 today still work on several of the mentioned tasks and challenges ahead to make Industry 4.0 a reality through its working groups on levels such as standards, norms, reference architectures, security applications, business models, legal aspects, work, education, and skills. So Industry 4.0, there are like huge understandings and definitions came across people who have worked on that. So let's see some of those. So initial goal in Industry 4.0 typically are automation, right? Manufacturing, that is process improvement, and productivity, that is production of optimization. The more mature goals are innovated and transition to the new business models and revenue sources with information and services are as cornerstone. Let's look some of the definitions of that. So the officially Industry 4.0 definition proposed in 2011 was pretty lengthy, right? So smart industry or Industry 4.0 refers to technological evolution from embedded systems to cyber physical systems. Industry 4.0 represents the coming fourth industrial revolution on the way to an Internet of Things, data and services. Decentralized intelligence helps helps create intelligent object networking and independent process management with the interaction of the real and virtual worlds, representing a crucial new aspects of manufacturing and production processes. So four industrial revolution from first, second, third, and fourth. So the first industrial revolution, which really was a revolution, which was a great revolution, and among others, thanks to invention of steam machines, the usage of water and steam power and all sorts of other machines would lead to industrial transformation of society with trains, mechanizations of manufacturing and loads of small. So here, like so many people got opportunities. It's a sudden boom in the world. So the second industrial revolution is typically seen as the period where electricity and new manufacturing inventions, which is enabled, such as assembly line, led to an area of mass production and to some extent to automation. Instead of doing some small things to big thing and make production more by manually, they came into like small assembly line, like kind of on improve the production quality. So the third industrial revolution had everything to do with the rise of computers. So the automation starts. Computer networks, that is WAN, LAN, MAN, everything. The rise of robotics in robotics in manufacturing, connectivity, and obviously birth of internet, the big game changers in the way of information is handled and shared, and the evolution to that is electronic everything versions of previously brick and mortar environment only with far more automation. So the final and fourth industrial revolution, that is industry 4.0. We move from just the internet and the client server model to ubiquitous mobility, that bridging of digital and physical environment. In manufacturing refers to CPS, the convergence of IT and OT and all previously mentioned technologies, that is Internet of Things, Big Data, Cloud, etc. So with additional accelerators such as advanced robotics, where human help is not required at all, and AI, artificial intelligence, cognitive, which enabled Industry 4.0 with automation and optimization in entirely new ways, that led to ample opportunities to innovate and truly fully automate, bring industry to the next level. Or AI in Industry 4.0. So before this, everything was fine. So the injection of AI, hyper connectedness, and data analytics into how things machines communicate, act, and led to actionable insights with an optimizes of the internet of everything in virtually each piece or machine of Industry 4.0 dream is one thing, that is the convergence of man and machine is still a bit further away, and it's so complex and will lead to so many more debates, also ethical. So that it's already called fourth platform by IDC. In the view of Boston Consultant Group, Industry 4.0 refers to convergence and application of 9 digital industrial technologies, that is advanced robotics, additive manufacturing, augmented reality, simulation, horizontal and vertical integration, industry for industrial internet, the cloud, cyber security, and big data and analytics. So it's clear that today some companies have invested in a few of these technologies, predominantly the traditional pillars of third platform such as cloud and big data analytics, increasingly in industry Internet of Things from integrated perspective, and thus overlapping with several of these technology, or maybe better technologies, sets of technologies and connected benefits to the business growth as well. So Industry 4.0 and industrial internet. So obviously, it wasn't just in Germany that the digital transformation of manufacturing was occurring with the industrial giants in Industry 4.0 space, like Bosch, Siemens, and etc. and much more. The industrial internet, as we wrote previously, a term coined by an American industrial giant, General Electric, that is GE, looked pretty much like Industry 4.0. Although in the Boston Consulting Group image above, it's mentioned as one of the enabling industry technology in the network of machines and products and networked objects communication sphere of over industrial IoT, that is IIoT. So it only shows how relative revolutionary terms are as three industrial internet innovation ways respective. So that's first the industrial revolution, the real one, and more or less a combination of first and second industry revolution in the industrial 4.0 V, the internet revolution. So computing power and the rise of distributed information networks, the industrial internet, what is called the fourth industrial revolution. So globalization, architecture, and standardization. So these are the three major things that Industry 4.0 does. So as both industrial internet and platform industry 4.0 shared many effects and views, and more companies became members of both platforms, both organizations started looking at similarities and collaborations. So after all, we still do live in a globalized world, certainly in the industrial production and related markets. So collaboration becomes more obvious, even more even more so because both industry bodies were working on an architectural framework in the context of Industry 4.0 and Platform 4.0. This framework is known as RAMI 4.4, AMI 4.4, for the reference architectural model for Industry 4.0. So the Industrial Internet Framework is known as IIRA, short for Industrial Internet Reference Architecture. So, how manufacturing companies doing after Industry 4.4 came into the industrial revolution? So, in the graph, you can see that the rise of the manufacturing process is rapidly increasing over a decade. So, in 2025, it will be double a decade ago. So Industry 4.0 and its first stages of maturity, like initially of Industry 4.0, the same phenomena we can see in industry that is in digital transformation or revolution is what you prefer. It's that first stage is a broader ecosystem of possibilities as organization move from more or less obvious goals to true innovations and even disruptions. So the illustration here is shown from the Boston Consulting Group. So first and foremost step, they look into the productivity. Second, they'll see how flexible it is to manufacture more and more products in a row. Third, how quality it is. And fourth, what is the time to market, that is speed. So these are the four initial steps that when they prefer the industrial revolution. So parallel, they have to look into safety, working condition, training and collaboration, environmental protection, innovative capability. So Industry 4.0, the next maturity stages, the second wave of Industry 4.0 is the current trend of automation and data exchange in manufacturing technologies. It includes cyber physical systems, the Internet of Things, and the cloud computing. So after doing all the process in the back end, something application has to be done in front, right? So that's collaboratively called smart factory. So, what are all the major challenges and risks in Industry 4.0? So, so the definition of strategy, challenging number one. So the strategy is not stable yet. So it's the number one challenge. So the rethinking of organization and processes to maximize the outcomes. Understanding the business case. So conducting successful pilots is one of the challenging factor again. So change management so often overlooked. So company culture, a true interconnection of departments and talent. So they are all the challenges we have seen in many other cases. There are at least two went wanted to add more. That is information management and cyber security and privacy. These are all the two additional extra risk or challenge to be looked into in terms of Industry 4.2. So on top of these challenges, there are several others practical, technological, and ecosystem relatable. That is the challenges regarding of integration of IT and OT, data compliances question from the customer sides, managing risk and lower cost uncertain things, dealing with the complexity of connected supply chains. If one thing misses in between, whole supply chains will affect. A better understanding of IT and OT technologies, and more importantly, how they have leveraged. Alternate, al- altering the customer and industrial partner demands. So the eternal and extremely important human challenge, that is talent, future of work, employment, is more risky factor again. So, so thanks for joining for today's session. I think I have tried explaining some of the initial aspects of Industry 4.0 of in the present world. So we'll hope this will help you to understand the concept of Industry 4.0. And we next in the next in the next session, that is on second of April, we'll discuss much more deeper into Industry 4.0 challenges and some of the strategies and enhancement in cyber security side of the industry. So if you have any questions, please go ahead. Fine, then you can put your questions on our mailbox. We'll reply to that as soon as possible. So thanks for joining. See you in the next episode.